have you here in our offices. Since our founding 40 years ago, Guest House has been committed to helping our fellow Milwaukeeans exit homelessness by providing access to safe space, meeting their essential needs, and giving them the resources they need to maintain stable living. We're proud of the strong partnerships that we have, that we've built among the continuum of care agencies, Impact 211, the Milwaukee County, City of Milwaukee, and others, and look forward to working with them all this summer, or this winter, I should say. Summer, I wish. The winter for warming and keeping folks warm and safe as the temperatures get lower. It's my honor this morning to welcome Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson, who's joining us today to announce more information about our efforts in conjunction with the city, the county, and the other shelter community members around warming for this year. So, Mayor Johnson, thank you.
Steve's already thinking about the summer. That's all right. Some of us are also thinking about the summer. Well, thank you all so much for being here this morning, and thank you for all of your help on this very, very important information that we're giving out to the community today. As we approach winter, we must remember that cold temperatures can quickly become dangerous situations, especially for unhoused people here in our community. That's why folks from the city, from the county, as well as from folks in the Milwaukee Coalition on Housing and Homelessness have been working hard over the last several months to get and establish safe places where people can go when the temperatures drop here in our community. While we work towards moving our goals forward of providing safe and stable, affordable housing options for all of Milwaukee, we also have to work to make sure that folks who are unhoused have a warm, safe place to go indoors in the wintertime in our community as well. And this year we expect that our shelters and warming spaces will serve over 200 individuals. Over 200 individuals this season will be served by our shelters and our warming spaces. And look, I'm tremendously grateful, I really, really am, to our partners at Greater Galilee Baptist Church here at the Guest House at St. Ben's, Repairs of the Breach, the Milwaukee Rescue Mission, as well as our partners over at Milwaukee County for opening their doors as winter warming spaces and helping to meet this vital need for folks in our community. I also want to thank, in particular, City of Milwaukee staff, especially Rafael Acevedo and Stephen Mahan, who is here with us, who work tirelessly year-round, not just to predict, but also to meet the needs of individuals who are unhoused here in our community. Now I'm going to turn it over to Emily Whitcomb from the Coalition on Housing and Homelessness to give you details about this winter's warming spaces. So, Emily?
Surprise, I'm not Emily.
Surprise! Live!
Unfortunately, Emily is not able to join us, but my name is Nancy Estes, and I'm also coordinating the warming centers for this season. As Mayor Johnson alluded to, it's extremely cold. There's some brutal temperatures upon us. Tonight, I'm happy to report that Rescue Mission will be opening this evening their doors for 30 men, 5 families, and 5 single women, and that's walk-ins. There are no requirements. There are never going to be any requirements for individuals coming in off of the street, experiencing homelessness. It is imperative that we have somewhere safe and somewhere warm to go for all of our men, women, and children. We have 5 places or 5 sites that we've identified, as Mayor Johnson spoke to. Greater Galilee on the north side, 24th and Titonia, Hillview, which is on the south side, St. Ben's, which is in our downtown area, and Repairs of the Breach. Yes. Oh, and Guest House. Of course, Guest House. How can we forget Guest House? We are so grateful for all of our partners that have collaborated. We're opening the doors from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. There's no restrictions, right? So you don't have to have a referral to come in. If you encounter street outreach, they will be able to transport you. We'll be able to provide housing assistance that Emily Kenny will be able to speak more on. We're just so grateful and fortunate to have the partners that we do in Milwaukee, the City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee County. And as the season comes to an end, we hope that we have lots more partners for next year so that we're not encountering more of these kind of complicated obstacles in the future. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Thanks. Such a warm welcome. So I'm Emily Kenny, and I am the director of the Coordinated Entry System for Milwaukee County. Coordinated Entry is hosted out of Impact, which also hosts 211. Coordinated Entry is the system by which people get into and through the homeless service delivery system, and our goal is to get people housed, although we recognize that people need a safe and warm place to be while we're working on that plan. So I'm happy to be working in partnership with all of the coalition members to make sure that people have a warm roof over their heads while we're working on that plan. Because the warming rooms this year will be super low barrier, as Nancy just said, that you can walk in, you don't need a referral, walk in if you need it. My team will be switching to focusing on being at those sites during the evening so that we can connect people to a plan for housing. But whenever possible, we want to prevent homelessness. So before you utilize a warming room, if you or someone that you care about is having a housing crisis, we would like to talk to you so that we can come up with a permanent housing plan for you. You can reach out to us whether you're indoors and experiencing housing instability, or whether you fear that you may need to use a warming center by calling 211. You can email us at CETEAM, I'm going to spell that out, CE for Coordinated Entry, TEAM at impactinc.org, or you can come visit us during our walk-in hours. We are available during the day, 2 times during the week, on Mondays and Thursdays, both at Repairs of the Breach from 9 to 11 a.m. Mondays and Thursdays, and St. Ben's from 1 to 3 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. We can help problem solve the housing crisis and make a plan for permanent housing. To ensure that no one is outside, please access the walk-in warming rooms if needed. I'm going to next pass it to my colleague Beth Lapin from Milwaukee County Street Outreach.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name again is Beth Lapin. I am the supervisor of the Street Outreach team at Milwaukee County. I am a proud member of a robust but small street outreach team in Milwaukee County. There are 3 funded teams, and we are also supported by a couple of volunteer teams that are providing integral services to folks who are living outside. This street outreach service is available all times of year, but becomes that much more important at this time of year. It becomes a life-saving effort, truly. Teams are out during the overnight hours while many of you are home sleeping, and we are oftentimes the very first contact individuals have with the system. In addition to 211 or Impact, our street outreach workers are out there looking for individuals who are in need and have not yet reached out for help, just because they don't know, or perhaps they're even a little afraid to. Our street outreach workers are having that first conversation about housing, because housing is what truly ends homelessness. We are attempting to connect people with housing. It is a very much needed resource in our community. In that way, landlords help us end homelessness. We need more landlords who are willing to open their doors and give people another chance, people who have maybe had difficult housing situations in the past. And so again, if you're a landlord and you have a unit and you're interested in participating in this process, we would be more than happy to talk to you about it. Street outreach workers can be contacted. There's only about a dozen funded outreach workers out on the street. We cannot be in every doorway, down every street, in every park at every moment. We want to keep people's street time very short. We want to move them indoors to shelter, to warming sites. We will provide transportation at the time that we meet people. We definitely need your help, though, in the community. Help us find the individuals that need help. You can contact us by emailing ceoutreach, again, ceoutreach at impactinc.org. That is a mail distribution list that goes to every street outreach worker so that we can reach out to folks in need as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Anybody else in the room would like to say anything or have anything about warming this year? All right. thank you all for coming today. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to stick around. Again, the guest house is happy to host this, and while we look forward to being a partner in this warming, we hope one day to not have to provide it. So thank you all for coming this morning, and we look forward to working with you all this winter season. Thank you so much.